This is such a bad idea. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been 3 months since my last upload. I had all these ideas that I wanted to do, and I didn't exactly realize that vet school would be as hard as it was. I thought I would have a better grasp on it because I had already gone through a graduate course. But anyway, this video today is going to mostly be like a reflection on how my first semester was, with it being 100% virtual. I'm not sure how long Ross plans on doing virtual. I do know that they've been bringing semesters back to the island. My semester is going to be going down to the island towards the end of January if everything goes according to plan and goes smoothly. So I wanted today to be more of a reflection, and plus I don't really have anything to do, and to make it a little different, I figured I would maybe do some eye makeup. So I guess we'll do it. I'm no Bailey Sarian or anyone else, so we're just gonna get to it. So, as you guys know, my first semester was virtual. This next semester is going to be pretty much virtual as well. We had 4 core classes. Your anatomy, physiology, microanatomy, which is more like histology. You think that's even? That looks even to me. And they threw in some embryology there, which embryology, dude, you need a whole course for embryology. You can't even just throw it in as a little introductory course. You need a whole, or introductory, like 4 lectures. You need a whole semester of that stuff. I remember I took embryology for my master's course and I dropped it. I don't know if it was just because I was working so much. I was working full time, and that's when we had lost a lot of our overnight staff. So I was doing day shifts and night shifts. It sucks. If you can get away with just doing day shifts, guys, just do it, or night shifts. Do not spread yourself too thin for any sort of company. It's not worth it. You're replaceable to them. Yeah, all of our classes were online. Let's see, what was one of our other main classes? Oh, infectious diseases. That was a fun one. Interesting. Very broad topics, and sometimes we had to know some odd specifics, from my point of view. It was an interesting class, to say the least. So we really only had labs for microanatomy and regular anatomy. We didn't have labs for physiology or any of the other classes that we were taking. I feel like what I would tell any incoming student for this next semester, if you're 100% online, you could probably apply this to any single school that you're going to. I would suggest having a designated area to just do your school stuff. You're going to be living there. Okay, like I did not move from this spot for months. I tried to work out. That didn't happen. Did that for like the first week or 2 of school. And then I just had anxiety attacks for breakfast. I was like, I guess that's my cardio. Also have a sign that you make. It could like a piece of paper that you write on and post, because you cannot have anyone pop in when they're doing the virtual exams. You cannot have anyone come in. Can't have anyone come in, can't have anyone talk to you. And I had some people come down while I was in class a couple of times. Thankfully, we didn't need our webcams on. but like I would have people calling downstairs and bothering me. So I made the sign and I thought it would be considered rude, but surprisingly, I didn't get an issue with that. So there's that. Make sure you also have a webcam that works. My um, laptop camera didn't really like um, the program that the school wanted us to use for our assessments and everything. So I had to borrow my boyfriend's webcam every week. So that was fun. Because I had to take it up and I had to show my area, show that I wasn't cheating. And without fail, I can't even say a good majority of the time. Because I feel like the proctors didn't really care too much. But some proctors were like, you can't have that desk hop up. I was like, this is my second device. I'm taking my exam um, on my iPad that you provided me, and this is the device that you're monitoring me on. And they didn't understand until like a few seconds later. Then it clicked, and they were like, oh, now it makes sense. What else was vet school difficult? Well, we had exams every single week, and then even when we had lab practicals, we would still have exams, final exams. I had maybe like 3 hours of sleep at one point. I even had my sign up to do not disturb. The TV is like blaring upstairs, and I'm like, great, this is nice. Still pass. I mean, there's that. In my sleep deprived brain, I somehow knew something. This is fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. I'm not even leaving the house today because I can't work. Because Rona. At the end of the day, I feel like this whole semester was like a fever dream because I didn't leave the house for weeks on end. I like sometimes went to work, but barely because I'm a seasonal employee and I have school. Oh, one thing I will say is always log into your classes, even if you plan on skipping or having them on mute because you're too busy studying for another class. Yeah, because some classes take your attendance into consideration, or you get potentially read your syllabus. You potentially got extra credit points for so many people in attendance for X amount of lectures. Make sure you keep your classmates accountable. And you guys are all adults at this point. You should be. Legal drinking age. But I am super excited. On a brighter note, I am super excited to head down to the island. Hopefully in the works, maybe, possibly, depending on what happens. I'll do a video or two. We'll still be online. Just, different scenery. Okay. Reveal on how crappy these are. I do not have a YouTube personality. I really shouldn't be doing any of this. What else? What else for a reflection after that long 3-minute pause? Oh, studying. I guess studying's a big important thing to try and get good grades, right? Try and stay on top of your studies as best as you can. And always reward yourself. I, for example, rewarded myself every week after exam day. Exam day for me was Tuesdays. So what I did is I would play games with my boyfriend and his friends. Just do a few computer games and then go to bed and wake up and put all my notes together. It's possible that you may not be able to study the same way that you did in undergrad or even another graduate course. I had to change up the way that I studied. And did I do great? Well, I passed. So that's all I can really ask for. 'Cause I don't want to be top of my class anymore. That is full of anxiety. And I'm not here for that now that I'm 26 years old and old. If you're having a hard time studying, reach out to your success center. They may have tips. If you later on find that study groups work for you, go for that. If you like flashcards, go for flashcards. Honestly, regardless of what anyone tells you. If you find a way of studying that works for you, go for it. Keep doing it. I would, though, say that rewriting your lecture notes is probably not the best way to spend your time. You could probably get more studying in instead of just rewriting everything. I know I was guilty of that for my first couple of weeks. A lot of people really like Notably. I sometimes use the Apple Notes app that was already pre-downloaded because I didn't want to pay because I'm cheap. I didn't want to pay for Notably. I also really, really like Microsoft OneNote. It keeps all my notes compiled, and later on when I did get one of the stylus pens, it helped me significantly with my note taking and highlighting, and I would just do it in class, and then I would just review that. Um, Also, if your courses have learning objectives, that is most likely where a majority of the test questions are going to come from. So um, those points are the ones that you should really, really be focusing on. I feel like I don't really have anything else other than that, and I feel kind of bad, but I feel like most of this video was just me fucking around and putting makeup on. My eyes are so uneven. Well, that's what it is. These are going to be super uneven. Oh yeah, do not make your wings like this for your interview. That's a big no. Do tiny ones, little